Woot woot, planner spreads. Woot woot. Are you actual planner or oh, let me turn the music down. Actual planner or reading journal planner spreads? I can't speak English apparently tonight. It's fine. What kind of spreads are we working on? That was not supposed to come out the way that it sounded. Anyways, hello. Hi everybody. Happy Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday earlier. And I almost posted in Discord, Happy Wednesday. We're almost there, guys. And then I checked and I was like, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Yeah. You're going to read Keeper of the Lost Cities. Nice. And Misty saying it's a mix of both, but mostly bookish. Gotcha. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I need to convert over my digital planner. I was using GoodNotes and it keeps on glitching out on me. Just the update for GoodNotes is not good. So I found one called Stardew, and I'm like, ooh, it hasn't glitched once for me. I'm just having issues getting something to update on it, but it works really, really good. So I'm like, I think we're gonna use that. I will actually be reading All the Colors of the Dark today because I checked our reading schedule for work and I definitely skipped last week. So now I have like 200 pages to read, and I'm like, hey, hi. I'm here. I'm catching up, I promise. I shared the GIF in our team chat for the book, and I said it was definitely the let's get down to business. That sounded really bad. Really, it has to be more like this. Hold on, let me move the mic back. Let's get down to business. That's that sounded a lot better, I think. Okay. I had 3 coffees today. You know what though? I don't think I took my ADHD medicine. This might be a bad spread. I, I feel like we're not starting off on on a good foot here. It's been one of those days, okay? I found out some news at work. It doesn't really like it impacts me, but it's not about me. But it made me a little sad. I'm in my sad girl feels. So, it's been an interesting week. That's all I will say. I do have some exciting book mail if you guys want to chit chat for a minute. Um, we got the Moonlight book sub for January. So first book from Moonlight Book Box of 2026, The Lies of Lena. The artist on the cover and the inside pages, there's 2 different ones. Phenomenal. I don't know if you can. Oh, thank you, Beyond the Pages. Thank you so much. I put my heart and soul into it, literally. Chapter 2, by the way, along or not chapter 2. Wow, sorry. February side stories and the special event for next month will be coming out, I think next week. I'm pretty sure next week because I was like going to be a stickler and do it on the 15th of the month, and then I was like, let's do it sooner because it's like a weird day. I think the 15th is like Saturday or something. So I was like, let's post it on Monday. I've never read Goosebumps. I was terrified of that show growing up. Yep. I was terrified of it. Anyway, so Lies of Lena. I believe this is a series because it says it has 1. You guys can't really see it, but it has a 1 on there. I'm going to show you the inside artwork because holy crap. Ooh, I haven't read that yet. Like, look at how amazing that is. Like, what? Okay, anyways. We're going to be extra weird because I didn't have my ADHD medicine. I don't know. Anyways, so then we have the November, December Roses and Thorns. So I do 3 now, right now. I'm on Midnight Book Box, which just started. I haven't even gotten the first books yet, I don't think. No, I have not. I also signed up for the Roses and Thorns, which I I maybe missed one of those. I can't remember. This is the second one though. It's When Heroes Fall and When Villains Rise by Gianna Darling. Very cute, very red. We like those. That's my book mail. Woo! Just call you Stephanie. I will try to remember that, but I probably won't. I'm I'm so bad at names. It's not funny. I use my name all the time. I'm Catie. Nice to meet you. Hey, what's up? I'm so bad at remembering people's names, though. I don't know what it is, but I'll try to remember. Stephanie. Okay. I like it. All right. Well, are you guys ready to start sprinting? I'm thinking, since I didn't take my meds, that I should probably do shorter sprints with shorter breaks. I'm also probably going to be eating tonight because Dom is bringing home Skyline chili. If you're from the Midwest Ohio area, you might know what that is. I don't live in Ohio, but you might know what that is. So anyways, so I might be munching down some food at some point, which I'll try to do it off like camera, like over here where you can't see me. And I'll mute my mic, obviously. But yeah, I think we're gonna do 25-minute sessions with 5-minute breaks. I feel like that's a good compromise. I'm going to be reading All the Colors of the Dark, which I'm reading for work. Didn't even think to apply it to other prompts, by the way. It's fine. We're on page 337, technically. And we're in the year 1990 now. Fun time. So, I'm going to go ahead and get sprint started here. Let me get it. All right, we're going to do 4 sessions, 25 minutes each, 5-minute breaks. And then we'll do our long break of 10. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. All right, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. 337. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. 337. All right, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. 337. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. 337. All right, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. 337. All right, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. 337. All right, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Happy reading, happy productivity, and I will check in with you guys soon. 337. All right, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get star Okie dokie, how did we do? I made it to 350. So about 20 pages? 20 pages or so? Yeah, Stephanie, my dog is Charlie. Her real name is Charlotte, but we call her Charlie for short. She's a brat. So she's currently in our bedroom with Dom crying because he's not petting her. So so she's a baby and she knows it, and she knows that she can get away with everything she wants. So but yeah, really interesting. I don't know if you guys saw me mark this, which I feel so bad about this cuz like I feel like I should have been like recording. I'm so bad at YouTube, and I thought I was going to do like actual videos this year, and then like January's here and I haven't done anything. But yeah, I feel like I should have like recorded a spoiler included discussion around this book, just because it has brought out so many like thoughts and feelings with what it's talking about. So if you don't know anything about this book, it's kind of like one decision could change like the whole trajectory of your life and navigating that, and it's through like different years. So you start out, obviously when the main characters are kids, and like now you're going through their life basically and seeing how this one thing, this one decision has impacted them and has made them make other decisions that have impacted them and all of that. Misty worked on two different spreads and only have a few things left to do, and then you have those finished. Nice. That's really good. Um, so, and I've said this numerous times. This author, Chris Whitaker, like what's his name? Because I haven't read this in 2 weeks. What's that? Can you guys not hear me? It should be on. Hold on. I will double check. Okay. All right. Stephanie, maybe make sure I'm not muted. Yeah. Because I was going to say, it's showing that it's working on my end. So, hold on. Ah. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. So, anyway, um, yeah. So, what I was saying though is that something with Chris Whitaker and how he writes, like, no, you're fine. It is very different. It's not hard. It's just different. It's a different style of writing, and but he's really good. And I said this, I think it was on Sunday. I love quotable books. This is definitely a quotable book where like it really sticks with me. A lot of his lines, they're just so simple, but they hit so like profoundly more than like what you would expect. So right now, like we're in a new sort of era, we'll say, for the main characters. And it just says, he needed closure to a chapter already too long. And, they're talking about obviously, Charlie, what are you doing, babe? She just ran out here, but I don't know why. So they're obviously talking about, something that he is experiencing. Hi, are you going to come say hello? Come on. So obviously like they're talking about something that, he has experienced, but I think that's just like such an interesting way to talk about getting closure and like being able to move on from something. And it's so relatable as readers too. Um because where are you going, babe? Okay. It's so relatable as readers too though, because you know, it just I feel like that's so true that you have these chapters in your life, and sometimes you just need to close them to start fresh, to not even start fresh, but even with like a different perspective. And I feel like where this book is headed right now, that like maybe that's where we're about to go. Maybe something new is about to happen. And we're going to see how these characters kind of transition through something that has basically had a hold of their lives since they were kids. Um, so just wanted to call that out as like a very interesting um end to that chapter that I was just reading. So you're good, Stephanie. Don't worry. Um, things happen. I'm very low key and chill, so do not worry. Um, anyways, hop back to it. We'll check in about 23, 24 minutes or so. And yeah, happy reading, happy productivity. here, sweet girl. So, this is a very good example of Charlie's behavior. She's sitting across from me. We have like a square shaped couch. So she's sitting across from me on the chaise part and won't come over here. And if you saw me grab like 7 toys, she's really bad at playing fetch. So she was trying to play with herself. So I was like, come here, like fetch it, bring it here, I'll throw it for you, bring it here. And she just, nope, didn't do it. So I threw all 7 of them. She only chased after one, and the rest are all sitting around her. So yeah. Are you bad at playing? Are you bad at playing games? Why don't you come over here? Huh? If you come over here, I'll pet you. And you can cuddle up to me, and everybody on stream will see you, and they'll gush over how cute Charlie is. Do you want to come over here? Come on. No, she's just staring at me. This is my life every day. Very thankful for it. But yeah, I made it to 364. Not much has like happened. I guess that there's been like one big revelation. I mean not big, but just like another driver for the story where you're like, okay, honestly, that does make sense. Where is it going to go now? Um so yeah, so hopefully we start getting there. I mean, I'm over halfway through. I technically missed a week, so I need to read this much and I need to read the next section too. Quite a bit. I think they're like 100 pages each. So we're on 364 and we need to get to 402. And then the next set, which is technically due like this week for my book club, is 475. So quite a bit. You finish one full spread and you have one more thing to finish on another one. Nice. Which spreads are you working on, if you don't mind me asking? Is it like your bookish spreads for reading or something else? Also, Missy, I don't know if it was you or someone else. Someone, I think it was in Discord, said that they put every like for the village reads, like everything that's due on their calendar and like when it's due, like for that week or that month or whatever. And I was like, that is such a good idea. I keep on pulling down my sports bra. Sorry. Anyways, um, that's ADHD and that's finest. Okay. Um, someone said that they put like I think that they took, this week read chapter 1 to 2, 1 to 3 or whatever, then 3 to 6, and they put them in their calendar. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't do bingos because then I end up just like trying to read everything. So I'm like, okay, what's the point? Um, it wasn't you. Okay, you haven't gotten. Okay, I can't remember who it was. Someone definitely said that they did it though, and I was like, that's actually a really good idea. Why have I never thought of that? Um, I probably won't do it in my monthly journal. I'll probably do it in my actual like digital journal as like a task for that week, like just like reminder, you need to read this much. Um Not these ones. We will be making an announcement. I actually probably need to do that tomorrow. I've been really busy at work this week and kind of in like a funky mood. We are going to start hosting, well, the mods are going to start hosting mod run sprints. Um and you will be able to choose if you want to earn a point or a token. I believe they're going to be run in Discord. Sometimes they might be live like this for their channels if they have one. I like offered that, but sometimes it might just be in Discord. And I think the days that we're normally going to run them I have to like compile all their calendars. So that's like the biggest issue. But the days that I kind of gave them to work around are Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays. And we will have the event as an event in Discord. So basically, as long as you join, like we're going by the honor system, and what you can earn, I think we decided on 1 point or token you can choose up to, 5 times in a quarter, which would, so I'll tell you. So basically, what that does is it would replace needing to read a book for like your core prompt. Does that make sense? And then you can still earn your points. Or if you're like, no, I want to earn tokens so that I can like spend something to like help me or whatever later on or this or that, then you could choose, yeah, I want to earn tokens. Or you can mix and match them. So it is coming. We just haven't announced it yet. And I might work on that tonight. I'm, I'll, yeah, I'm thinking on my schedule. So, okay. So what happened is this. So funky week, in a funky mood this week because I'm a lady and the lovely red moon came this week. So I've been kind of all over the place. So that was the first thing that happened. Then earlier today, I found out that one of my colleagues is leaving, and it's actually the colleague that I report to. So my life is potentially going to get way more chaotic. And I have been really busy at work in meetings, like significantly more than what I normally have, which doesn't necessarily mean that, like, I work from home. So it doesn't mean that, like, I can't check Discord and stuff. But what it does mean is that then when, like, I have free time, I have to, like, take lunch. Like, I have to take lunch at a certain time versus, like, kind of having some fluidity and this and that. And sometimes I don't even have a whole hour. So it's been a mess. To be very honest with you, it's been a mess. I hope it's not this bad next week. Anyways, I talk too long because I always do this. Get back to reading, get back to being productive. Let's see how we do. I believe this is our third sprint. So then we'll have one more after this. But yeah, more to come. So stay tuned. Okay, I lied. I said that we had only one more, but we have two. Well, we have one more now after that. Sorry, I drank my water too quick. Whew. Okay, if yes, I was crying. Yes, because of the book. No, not because of grief, which is what made me cry like early on. Um this was a new development. So as I said, it's just so um it just says that, his act of bravery might just cost him everything. How he leaves heartache in his wake. The line between triumph and tragedy has never been finer. It's a novel about obsession, hope, and love. And like I'm telling you, oh, if even if you are like, I read strictly romance or fantasy, or I don't really read contemporary, this book is so good. I think I haven't like sat down and read a mystery book in a long time, like mystery slash crime type of book. I don't know what to even classify this book as. It is just so gut wrenching. And when I compare this book to another book that I was reading when I first started this, which is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I just thought that with how much that book is raved about on at least booktube, how many people said, oh, you need to read it, oh, Taylor Jenkins Reid, she's phenomenal, this and that. I expected that book to be like this, and it wasn't. And it was hard for me to get through that book. This book, oh, oh, it is. They say that Chris Whitaker is one of the greatest storytellers, you know, of of today. And I agree. So you made it to 77% done with your book. Is it is I am telling you, when I first before I started reading it, I brought it up in Discord and people were like, "Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I'm going to add that to my TBR." And I was like, "Yeah." And if anyone has regularly watched these when I'm reading them and has watched me talk about it, I feel like I have convinced so many people to read this book. Missy finished two spreads tonight. She's going to call it a night. Okay. Good job. I'm super happy for you. I'm proud of you. That's very, very successful. Very productive evening. Um, so yeah, thank you for joining if you're heading out. Um, but yeah, Stephanie, I just like, so Stephanie, I don't know what you know. So I typically read romantasy. I like graphic novels. I like manga. I haven't read a lot of manga. I read more like graphic novels, but I really like romantasy. If I would read outside of romantasy, normally it's like a historical romance or historical fiction, or and then I do read contemporary romance. Um I'm not like a big like mystery thriller crime girly, and I'm telling you, this just like it is just I don't know how this book is going to end, but this might end up being in like one of my top 10 all-time favorite books because that's how good. And it's a standalone too. Like, what? What? I'm going to have to read his other books. I don't even know who he is. I'm going to have to look them up and read them. I mean, you can tell, I feel like, even just from how beat up my spine is, like, that I like pick this up and that I talk about it a lot and that I'm handling it a lot versus just like reading it, flipping the page and not really, engaging with it. I feel like you can tell that I love this book. And I just like when a book is so good, you don't even know where to start to explain it without, it's like I don't want to overhype it to where then Stephanie, if you read it, you're like, it was okay. But it is, as someone who doesn't even read thrillers or crime or mystery, like if I read those, I normally listen to them. So as someone who has a hard time reading those, this is it's it's like one of those. So I had to read a lot in high school. It actually kind of got me away from reading. I know we're over time for our break, but I didn't read for a really long time because I took advanced classes in high school. And so I was having to read like 12 books, and then write these huge, long 10-page essays and like this. And it kind of burned me out on reading. And I lost what reading for fun and enjoyment and the heartbreak that and the emotions that can come with reading something that you actually enjoy by being forced to read all these books that my teachers picked, which they were men and I was a girl. I was a teen girl. Like, what? How do we relate? We don't. um but there were, sometimes there were these really big like for instance the Scarlet Letter. I remember reading that, and I loved it. And the reason why I loved it is because of how it was taught to me and the discussions and the thoughts that were presented. So just the thought provoking discussions, I guess is the right string of words here, that we had, and it made me love it so much more. Same with Othello by Shakespeare. I love those books, and I think it's because of the discussions that we had with it. And like this feels like how those feel. This feels like that book that just catches you off guard. And it's unlike anything I've ever read. So, okay, enough of me talking. I hope I don't hype it up too much for you. It is really good though. I want to get back to the story now. And yes, I did talk for like 10 minutes. Sorry. I'm just a girl. All right. Happy reading, happy productivity. I will check back in about 20 minutes and then we'll be hopping off. So I'll see you then. I'm a hot mess. If you can't tell. Oh, oh, it got sad. I have a feeling it won't be the last sad time either. Oh, it's getting me good. Yeah. Um, yeah. Whew. That was not expected. Um, I'm very, very, very close to finishing what I need to finish to catch up for last week. And then we'll just have this week's to read. Um, but yeah, that woo, that caught me off guard to say the least. So, um, I'm telling you guys, this book. I don't know the last time I cried that hard for a book. I have cried for books, like gotten teary eyed, etc. But crying this good and this much, I'll say. Um, woof, it's rough. Anyways, with that, our sprints are officially over for tonight. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys had a great night. I hope it was super productive. I'm definitely gonna finish at least like this section that I'm on. And yeah, I so long as nothing happens, I'll be back Sunday. I know I need to create the events for reminders for you guys on YouTube. So I'm hopefully going to do that. And then um, if you're here and Stephanie, she brought up asking about if you can earn anything. That's really good, Stephanie. That if you can earn anything from these sprints. So I'm not doing anything where you can earn stuff from the sprints that I host, but we are going to be doing some mod sprints. It's something that they want to do. They could be live, they could be in Discord. So they will be official Discord events. And that like specifically say mod sprints. It's an honor system. Basically, if you attend and participate, then you can choose what you want to earn a point or a token up to 5 times a quarter. um, I'm hopefully going to get that figured out. I'm going to take a look at it actually right now before I go to bed today. And hopefully we'll get like the schedule figured out. And I'm thinking the first one, I can't remember if I asked them to do it this week or next week, but I'll figure that out. Um, so yeah, so be on the lookout for that. So if you're not in the Discord, this is only for once upon a year readathon, not Stardew Valley. So make sure you join that Discord. That way you can participate in the readathon and then those. But if you guys need anything else, you can find me on YouTube, on Discord, on Instagram. So if you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I will hopefully see you guys on Sunday. Have a great evening. Bye. Oh, and happy Friday Eve, by the way.